Welcome, travelers, to High Fantasy. I'm Brett. I clapped and I shouldn't have clapped. You got me clapping. I need my herb pouch. Daddy's been paying for my salt.
This
I'm part of the poop patrol, ma'am.
And I'm Emily. But I'm like, don't make the robots.
Don't make the robots
crunch. I would speak with dinosaur in a second. I have beef with DC. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Join us on our epic world-spanning adventures. Armed with only a bit of long-bottom leaf, we will delve into some of the most amazing worlds of imagination that have ever existed. Before we get into that, don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to support the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it.
You can clap. You can.
Yay! Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of High Fantasy. I'm Brett.
And I'm Emily.
And today, we are going to be seeing what puts the boom into the atom bomb of the Fallout series. We're talking about the weapons.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, all the fun boomsticks and toys and murderous weaponry. We're going into all of it.
Who will kill you? Now we're going into how
They'll
you'll kill them back.
Yeah. Yeah. How they will do it. Yeah. Yeah. And then I thought something that would be really fun is afterwards, we're going to come up with our own unique Fallout weapons and talk about how maybe they would work and be operated.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me this at the beginning of the podcast, because now I'll just be thinking of my answer the whole time.
You should be, because it's going to give you like all kinds of, fun topics beforehand to think about to give you inspiration.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, this is lovely.
So, our merry travelers, sit in, strap up, grab yourself something delicious to eat and or drink, and probably both. And let's get into it.
Inaugural ice clanking.
Tinksies. Yeah, I should probably.
Just a little ASMR to start every episode. This is a tradition now. This is a tradition now.
All right, so I want to start out by saying that there are many, many weapons in the Fallout universe, just as there are in our universe today. Everything from typical construction equipment or heavy items to, in this case, one of the biggest weapons of Fallout, the mininuke.
Oh, the mini. Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, fired by the Fat Man. But let's get into a little bit of how guns work in the real life, so that we can understand how they differ in the world of Fallout, right?
Reality check for everybody here.
We're just going to talk about right now caliber. Okay, now that's a word that's thrown around a lot, but not many people, including myself, understand what caliber means.
I know nothing.
So, larger caliber weapons generally have a larger diameter bullet.
Okay.
Now, I've known about 9mm kind of thing.
Yeah, you hear it.
Yeah, you hear it, right? You hear it all the time, and you're like, what does it mean? So, a 9mm bullet, the diameter of that bullet is 9mm.
That makes sense. I feel like I could have guessed that.
Yeah, so the bigger the bullet, the bigger the millimeter.
48mm.
Now, the way that this kind of changes is there is both caliber can be expressed in both imperial and metric.
Oh.
So if it's imperial, it will be like a 22 or a 45. If it's metric, it'll be like 9mm.
Okay. This isn't making any sense
so
to me.
0.22 or 0.45. So 0.45.
Okay.
Basically like Celsius, Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's
kind of, just different ways of measuring but once again, the bigger the number, the bigger the bullet.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so stopping power. Larger calibers generally have more stopping power due to the larger, heavier bullets.
I will say we're gonna piss off every single gun collector ever listening to this podcast.
Yeah, please, if you have any information about how guns work and I got this wrong, just know you do know more than me.
Let us in the comments.
That's exactly how it works. So common calibers of handguns are 22 LR or 9mm.
What does LR mean?
Or 40 S&W and 45 ACP. See, then they just started adding like letters to really fuck with us because I was like, okay, I get this, like numerically, and then like the bigger the number, the bigger the bullet. And then I like, okay, armor penetrating, I get that. You know, I've seen that in video games. I understand what armor penetrating is. Like, what is this?
My father's gonna be so disappointed in me. You just chew on.
Good question. We will also, in this episode, be going over a little bit of how the different weapon ammunition types work in Fallout, but we can talk about that later. All right. Are you ready?
I think I am.
So, let's get into this. First of all, in the weapon list, we have some melee weapons.
Okay.
Okay? Let's talk about brass knuckles.
Oh, yes, please.
Good old-fashioned punching brass knuckle.
Good old-fashioned paperweight.
These do anywhere from 2 to 5 damage.
That's so specific. Oh, I forgot you're looking at a thing. I was like, how do you
in
know
real
that?
life, yeah. Like, when you hit somebody with them, you will take anywhere from 2 to 5 points of damage to your hit point total, which is calculated by your Constitution modifier. So keep that in mind. No, this is just in the game. So
I fully forgot you were looking at something.
Yes. So it does anywhere from 2 to 5 damage. It has an armor penetration rating of 3. Damage per AP spent is 0.67. So in other words, like,
okay, I
action
don't get
points
the
spent.
numbers. You gotta
Yeah.
tell me what it looks like when you punch people.
Yeah. So these are like some of the shittiest weapons you could have.
Yeah.
Like brass knuckles are not the best thing in the world.
Which is so funny because we're just saying that a shit ton of people in this universe before the bombs went off were just walking around with brass knuckles. Is that what we're saying? Or we're saying that people are making these now?
Both.
So there's just like business dudes in the 50s being like, got my brass knuckles in my pocket.
Okay, but also like greasers.
That's fair.
Like you have to think about it's time to get rowdy, boys. You know,
that's
like
fair. Oh, that makes I never thought about it as like a
like
greaser
pipes.
weapon.
Yeah, like lead pipes and stuff people using. Oh, 100%.
That makes sense.
So as a point of comparison, a rock
Uh-huh.
is also a melee weapon. It does anywhere from 1 to 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So 1 point less than the brass knuckles.
Damn. Okay.
That's a rock that I pick up on the ground and I hit you with. That's a rock.
So the brass knuckles are better.
They are slightly by 1 point. Then we have the spiked knuckles. Now this is probably something that the Wastelanders used a lot more often. This is something that the, guys are actually making to kill stuff.
What, you don't think a 50s mafioso mob
No!
walk around spiked knuckles?
Not often. Maybe there was like one dude like Tommy Spikes Falcone or something.
Yeah,
like,
there's
yeah,
one
sure.
guy who is known for that, but everybody else is like, these are knuckles.
Yeah, these are the knuckles.
They have my initials engraved in them.
So these, instead of doing 2 to 5, they do 4 to 10. So double the damage that brass knuckles do.
That's spicy.
Now here's kind of a fun thought, right?
Uh-huh.
Is they also have value.
Oh.
All of these items have a value in the Wasteland. So regular brass knuckles will cost you 40 caps.
That feels like a lot of caps for...
Could be.
But I also don't know how much other stuff is worth.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm just dumb, but it feels like everybody's always fighting over caps in the Wasteland, so it's like...
These are technically considered unarmed weapons, which I think is the funnest shit ever. Because it's like, technically you're just punching somebody.
Yeah.
But...
You're emphasizing your punch.
Yeah, you're really emphasizing your punch. So that's 40 caps, right?
Like when you hold your keys between your fingers and you're walking to your car. Emphasize punch.
Emphasize. A rock costs 0 caps. Because it is a rock. But a spiked set of brass knuckles will run you 250 caps.
Interesting. I feel like, okay, I guess it makes sense game mechanic wise because you have to have a money system.
Right?
You have to have a decent amount of caps. I don't know why. I've always thought of the Fallout universe constantly being like, it's my caps. I'm running out of caps. I never have any caps. And so, like, if nobody ever has any caps, That feels like it's expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely like crazy when you go back and forth from like D&D perspective.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, this person makes like a gold a day as a
Mhm.
living. And so what, a meal is maybe, if it's a good meal, a silver.
Uh-huh.
If it's not, it's probably like a couple copper.
Yeah.
And so you don't really think about that, because then you're an adventurer buying a
Mhm.
+1 magic sword for 150 gold pieces, which is
Mhm.
more money than the average like farmer sees the whole year.
That's fair. You
So,
are the adventurer of Fallout.
you're not, yeah, you're the adventurer of Fallout. Now let's talk about the most powerful melee weapon that you can get
The most
for
ever?
unarmed.
Oh, of unarmed. That makes sense.
It's called the Power Fist.
Is it from Power Armor?
You mostly use it with power arm, but you don't have to.
Is it just kind of like an Iron Man fist, but like a lot more bulky?
So it's basically like a gauntlet that you hold
Uh-huh.
in your hand, and it goes all the way down your wrist,
Uh-huh.
and it's got a little pressurized plate at the top that when you punch somebody with it, the pressurized plate just kind of explodes forward, doing massive amounts of traumatic damage to someone,
Damn.
like a piston. So it's kind of like you
Ooh.
hit them, and then a piston just poof.
How much damage does that bitch do?
So instead of the 4 to 10 that the spiked knuckles does, it does anywhere from 12 to 24 damage.
Oh, that's
The
rough.
smallest hit that you can take from a power fist is more than the worst hit you could take from a spiked knuckles.
That's gross. It makes sense if it's part of like power armor. It's just like you're wearing the arm, but none of the rest of the suit. It's it's the vibe it's giving.
Now that's gonna set you back 2,200 caps.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they hit hard and they make you pay for it.
Oh, that's spicy.
But let's get into some of the more melee weapon-based stuff from Fallout. We have the cattle prod,
Oh, lovely.
which has a swing and a thrust ability. Does anywhere from 12 to 24 electric damage, because you're
Oh,
zapping
that's
people with it.
fun.
It's like a big
That's
old taser.
clever. That's very clever. I like that.
And that is gonna set you back 600 caps. Or if you don't like the lightning like aspect of it and don't want to hit quite as hard, you can always just buy a club, which only does 1 to 6 damage, but it will only set you back 30 caps.
I club you. I club you. I club you.
Exactly. There's a combat knife that you can get. Does anywhere from 3 to 10 damage, so a decent amount more than the club, but not nearly as good as the cattle prod. And it's going to set you back 165 caps.
Fair. Really quickly, just in case anybody hears our dog snoring.
He is sleeping at our feet.
Yes, he's trying to get me to pet him right now. So if you hear snoring, or something weird in the background, it's just our dog snoring.
So unless we get into anything crazy, I'm gonna kind of just go down the list,
Yeah,
right?
you get to the fun.
So we have the combat knife we just went over. You
Yeah.
can get a crowbar.
Very fun.
You can get a knife, just a regular
Ooh,
knife.
Lovely.
Or one of the most powerful melee weapons in the game, called the Ripper.
What's the Ripper?
This was invented for the U.S. Army, and it is a chainsaw knife.
Oh, ooh.
So it's got spinning chainsaw blades, a rev up handle that you can just like boom, boom, and it will literally chew through opponents like a chainsaw, but a knife.
All I am seeing right now is electric turkey carver.
I mean, kind of like, here's a shitty version of it here that you can kind of see.
It's definitely not an electric turkey carver, but that's what I'm seeing it used for. Just like a really aggressive 50s commercial of like somebody sawing an entire turkey in half.
That'll set you back 900 caps, by the way, but
Ooh.
it does an astounding 15 to 32 damage.
That's really good for a melee weapon.
And it has a +4 armor penetration.
Damn.
It'll chew through people.
This is the best melee weapon in the game?
Not quite. We're getting there, though.
Oh, shit.
Then you have the sledgehammer.
Okay.
Just a regular sledgehammer.
Love
a spear, right? You know, like
Aw.
common stuff that you might find, like, or people fashion in the wasteland.
Yeah.
A throwing knife.
Fun.
Or the most powerful melee weapon in the game, the super sledge.
The super sledge.
Most commonly used by super mutants are some of the only people strong enough to wield
Oh shit! You gotta be
the
strong.
super sledge. It takes a lot, not necessarily because of the weight of the object, but because they essentially strap a rocket to the back of a giant sledgehammer. And when you go to swing it, it is literally rocket propelled into someone's face, and you have to be holding on to this thing.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Oh
It beats the Ripper, coming in at a minimum 18 damage, maximum 36 damage.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Now, it'll set you back 3,750 caps.
Worth it. Worth every penny.
And weighs an astounding 12 pounds.
I want to play a rogue, and that's my weapon.
A super sledge.
That's hilarious.
But now, let's get into the small guns, shall we?
Let's do it.
We have the 9mm Mauser pistol, which is kind of like a German Luger. For the most part, like a lot of the ones you see in like in any Nazi movie with like a German officer using a handgun, that's kind of what you're looking at. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, got a decent amount of range, single shot. Then we have the staple weapon
Okay.
of the Fallout universe.
Yeah.
What we see they use in the Fallout TV series, actually.
So the trank gun?
No, this is a 10mm pistol.
Oh, okay.
It is one of the first weapons you're going to find in almost any Fallout game where you find a gun.
Yeah.
Because it's the most common one. Which is funny because in our universe, it would be like a 9mm pistol.
Yeah.
Like what we see pretty much everyone using for a handgun. This is a 10mm, which is so funny because it's basically saying that everyone in the Fallout universe regularly used a handgun, used one that was bigger than the average one that we use today.
And it really is so bulky. They make it so bulky in the Fallout universe, which is just lovely. What a lovely touch that they have a bulky gun.
And then we go up from there directly to the Desert Eagle, the 44 millimeter Desert Eagle. It's one of the most powerful handguns you can get.
Yeah.
In the real world. Using this is small guns. Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
This is still under the small guns category. This is the Desert Eagle 44. This thing, a Desert Eagle is what, like, you use if you're a badass. When people pull out a Desert Eagle, it's no joke.
Get ready to die.
Get ready to die.
Get ready to die.
Yeah. It's awful. Like, that will blow holes in people. And that's the like, smaller end.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a Desert Eagle.
That.
Then, moving on to SMGs, so semi-automatic machine guns, essentially, one-handed variety. We have the 223 pistol. Does a shit ton of damage.
Yeah?
I love this gun in the game.
What does it do?
So it's kind of like an Old West revolver. I don't know why this is under SMG. It really shouldn't be. But it's kind of like an Old West revolver, but instead of having 6 shots, it has 5.
Okay.
So the Desert Eagle, keep in mind damage-wise, does anywhere from 10 to 16 damage. The 223 pistol does 20 to 30 damage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Per shot. It has an armor penetration value of 5.
Okay.
And that's without the armor penetrating rounds. Yeah, this thing's nasty. And it has a price tag to boot. 3,500 caps to get this bad boy. And it weighs 5 pounds.
Oh, it weighs 5 pounds?
Yeah. Lifting this is like lifting a small actual weight that you just lift normally for weightlifting purposes.
That's hilarious.
And you're just drawing on somebody.
Wrist on that guy.
Yeah, it's insane.
You need a buff wrist.
Yeah, it is 1 pound heavier than the Desert Eagle.
Oh my god.
Then we have the 10mm SMG.
Okay. What
does
SMG mean?
Submachine gun.
Oh.
So it's like an Uzi, kind of. Like
Yeah.
a small, like, handheld Uzi that you'd see in, like, old 90s action movies. They loved them in the 80s, started kind of petering out in the 90s, and I don't think we ever see them at all in, like, the 2000s.
Nobody's cool for pulling out a gun that shoots really quickly.
Yeah, just like, no, yeah. Nobody wants to have a single-handed gun that does that anymore. Like, it's gotta be a two-handed machine gun to be cool. But double Uzis back in our day was the coolest shit you could have.
Just somebody with their arms above their head, not being able to control where anything is aimed or going, but just doing it anyways, is the vibe.
Yes. Now these are a much cheaper option gun-wise, because it's only 1,000 caps.
Okay.
For one of these, versus the other, which is 3,500. The downside to this is it is a spray and pray weapon.
Yeah.
So you will be just blowing off rounds from this thing.
Yeah, you just shoot a lot and hope something hits.
So where the other ones are calculating the damage in a single shot, this does it in 10 round bursts. So brr, 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 brr. And it's anywhere from 5 to 12 damage per round, or 50 to 120 if you empty the whole gun into somebody. Yeah. The armor penetration is actually really good at 6.
This is why you do spray and praise.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And then from there, we have the 14mm pistol, which is just, single shot kind of thing. It can hold roughly 5 to 6 rounds, depending on the kind of, thing you have. But the neat thing about it is it does 12 to 22 damage, coming in at less damage than the 223 pistol. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably like, I really want there to be a gun nut that's just losing his absolute mind right now.
How it works.
That's not how
they obviously changed it for the Fallout.
Yeah,
universe.
whenever you have to stat it,
bigger,
it's
bulkier,
just crazy. But yeah, so moving on from there, we have the assault rifles.
Ooh.
Or the rifles. These are rifles not affected by one-handed and can be wielded by anyone. We have the assault rifle. So not that crazy, right? Just uses 5mm ammunition, has a 24 round cap to its ammunition that it can hold.
Seems like most of these are just pretty average, like, this is gonna be a gun.
Right,
like,
hunting rifle, it's kind of like a 22. But it uses 223 ammunition, so it does way more damage. Then, there's the Red Ryder BB gun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's kind of terrible.
But it's fun.
It does 1 to 3 damage.
Oh.
It can hold 100 ammo.
That's great.
So you don't really have to reload this thing super often. One shot at a time. Pretty much. It's got a 4 armor penetration, which is pretty good.
Imagine running around an apocalypse with a BB gun, because it's all you. Just shooting zombies.
People use them to kill rad roaches.
Like
kids walk around with these things and use them to actively kill creatures. So, like,
if it's an apocalypse, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hand my kid a real gun.
Probably, but like, you could use it to do that. Like, there's some high-powered BB guns out there you could use to kill squirrels and stuff. Like, why not?
I mean, that's great. That I'm in. I'm down. I'll shoot a BB gun.
Now, here's the best part. There is also the Red Ryder LE BB gun.
Oh, okay.
Which is lever action.
Uh-huh.
Or LE, I think that's lever action. No, it's gotta be something else. What the fuck? What is this? It does 25 damage.
You don't even know what the gun is?
It does more than the hunting rifle. Or the assault rifle.
Have you never used this gun before?
No, it must be like a unique kind of weapon. Oh my goodness.
What is it called?
It's the Red Ryder LE BB gun.
It's a better version of a BB?
It's a way better version of a BB gun.
That's so cool. Maybe it's in only like an earlier version of Fallout? One that you haven't
maybe
played?
one that I've never played before. It does 25 damage guaranteed per shot.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed. There is no margin for error. It's just a flat 25. Daggum.
That's really good.
It does more damage on average than a sniper rifle. And it's a BB gun.
I want that BB gun.
Interesting. So then we
It's
have
somebody's, like, rigged BB gun that they made in their garage.
right. Then we have like the shotguns, right? So it's just like a combat shotgun, which does 12 gauge
Yeah.
ammunition versus a double barrel shotgun, which also uses 12 gauge ammunition. None of them are super cool or interesting. Then we have the big guns. So like there's a minigun, you know, like the big ones that you carry.
Yeah. Super
Sprays
mutants
them.
walk around with those, I'm sure.
Those use 5mm ammunition. Yes, super mutants do use those. Then there's the flamer. Now the flamer, to my knowledge, is like we have flamethrowers in real life.
Yeah. Not a lot of people own a flamethrower, but they exist.
Yeah, a flamethrower is pretty cool. A flamer is kind of like a flamethrower.
Okay.
Because what a flamethrower does is they use basically gelatinized gasoline.
Huh.
And there's a little flame right on the tip.
Oh my.
And all this tube is built to do is spurt out gelatinized gas, which ignites when it hits the fire. And then when it covers someone, it covers them in flaming gelatin that does not go out. Oh. That's an actual flamethrower. That's real. A flamer is similar, but not exactly the same, as it's meant to shoot large, globs.
It's firebolt versus wall of fire.
Yes! Pretty much. So instead of having, like, a stream that you just, like, spray on poor souls, you have a big glob that if it hits that person, they're covered and there's nothing they can do.
I am horrified of what flamethrowers are. That's real?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
We shouldn't have flamethrowers.
It's very...
There is also just a propane version that basically...
That's just gas, yeah.
That's just gas? Because I was used to the gas one, so you told me the gelatinized... I was like, that feels like it's against the Geneva Convention.
So that is basically what napalm is. And that's why it's so terrifying, because it's not just padded out. You don't get to do that with gelatinized gasoline. That stuff's sticking to you like an actual honey.
We must move on, because I'm afraid of things in real life now.
Then we have the rocket launcher. Super basic. You know, you can kind of adjust them to have multiple barrels so you get more shots before you have to reload. Nothing too crazy there. Big explosive damage, obviously. Heavier guns. Now, let's get into something that's a bit more Fallout, shall we?
Yes.
Let's talk about energy weapons.
Ooh.
Now, because we have the divergence in technology from our reality to the Fallout reality, we have different weapons in the form of laser and plasma weaponry.
Do they have lightsabers? Did they beat us to lightsabers?
They didn't beat us to lightsabers.
Yes.
But they do have laser pistols.
Oh, they're so cool.
Which shoots a beam of heated light at someone with the capability of burning through solid steel. Mirrored surfaces and stuff are actually really good against lasers because it reflects it.
Oh, that's cool.
But if it's not a mirrored surface, it kind of tends to burn through it.
So basically, if you were setting up a base, you want to make sure if you have laser weapons, you have just mirrors everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you just ricochet off walls and kill people before they find you.
Yeah, plasma is basically just superheated gas.
Okay.
Which forms like this green ball of energy. But when it's shot at something and it kind of hits it, turns it to goo.
Oh, okay.
So like people,
yeah,
you know, goo pile.
Yeah, that's a weapon. At least they go quick. You would think.
Yeah.
The way you said that did not sound confident.
Now we have the large weapons for energy weapons, like the Gatling laser.
Ooh.
It's a Gatling gun that shoots laser beams.
Oh, that's good.
The laser rifle, which is a sniper rifle that shoots laser beams from a long distance away. The plasma rifle, again, shoots plasma from a long distance away, and the turbo plasma rifle,
Oh shit.
which shoots extremely fast balls of heated plasma juice.
So really quickly, question. What is this damage looking like as compared to like the regular guns? Is it
for
better? Is it
sure.
comparable? Like,
Yeah,
what are we
so
looking
like when we look at, let's say, the combat shotgun,
at?
one of the best shotguns you can get, we're looking at anywhere from 15 to 25 damage.
Okay.
The laser pistol does anywhere from 10 to 22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The Gatling laser does anywhere from 20 to 40 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The laser rifle does 25 to 50 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The plasma rifle does anywhere from 30 to 65 damage.
Oh.
And the turbo plasma rifle does anywhere from 30 to 70 damage.
Okay.
So they are some of the most powerful weapons you can use in the game. The only downside is there is the chance that someone's wearing armor that has a big damage resistance. Like, people wearing power armor don't take nearly as much damage from energy weapons, but if you're fighting a bunch of savage raiders, they're probably boned.
Right, so it's very situational, and that's how a lot of games work, where it's like they specifically put enemies in that this weapon isn't going to mean shit against them.
Exactly. So we also have like thrown weapons, which I think are fun, like the flares, frag grenades, Molotov cocktails, plasma grenades, pulse grenades, rock spears, throwing knives. There's explosives like dynamite, plastic explosives, which I think are super fun. But I think to be what I think is kind of fair would be to talk about some of the weapons in Fallout that, in my opinion, are some of the more unique and cool ones.
Yes.
So let's talk about the ones that I found and I just kind of went through in my gameplay.
I love it.
In these games, keep in mind they are science fiction.
This is
not real.
Don't get mad at us when the physics don't work. Thank you very much.
So something that we haven't really touched on that much is that aliens exist in the Fallout universe. And they're called the Zetans.
Which I always forget, and it's always so cool.
And they come to Earth. Lots. There in
Lots?
Fallout 3, there is an actual expansion where you get to go to Mothership Zeta.
That's so fun.
And they basically beam you up, they put you in a cell, and they take all your shit, and you have to fight your way through Mothership Zeta.
That's so fun.
It's super crazy and very fun. But yes, there are aliens, and there is alien weaponry.
Tell me more.
So there's like the alien blaster.
Ooh.
Which is actually listed here. And it does anywhere from 30 to 90 damage.
Damn.
The most powerful weapon you can get as far as pistols are concerned.
Damn. Yeah, that's huge.
Insanity the amount of damage that alien weapons do.
That's so fun.
In Fallout 4, you can find a random encounter where a spaceship crash lands.
Oh shit, okay.
And there's an alien on board, and he's mad at you, and you can kill him. And if you do, you get the alien blaster.
I want the alien blaster.
And you can modify it to use energy cells from Earth.
Ooh, does it look like an alien blaster?
It does. It's very like, think like
the Jetsons?
40s sci-fi. Like, it's a ray gun and everybody's like, oh my god.
I'm picturing like the Jetsons, like that sort of like, it's an oval and then there's an antenna coming out of the oval with a bunch more circles around it.
Oh yeah. It's so funny. Like Marvin Martian.
Yes.
100%. So there's that. There's also weapons in the Fallout universe that they decided to give legendary effects to.
Yes.
Now, most of the time, legendary effects are kind of crazy. So there's like vampiric, which makes it so you can gain life by attacking somebody with it. Or more accurate things that feel more correct, right? Like, you can get the bleeding effect on a weapon, where every time you hit somebody with it, they take 10 points of damage continuously over time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy when it stacks with an automatic weapon.
Ooh, that's gross. Also, can I really quickly just ask, how did they explain away the vampiric weapon, or did they just say it's vampiric? They don't at all. They never touch on that. They're just like, you heal from this now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just curious.
Yeah, we're gonna, because keep in mind, everything that I'm saying right now is a legendary effect.
Yeah.
So these can be found on any weapon in the game.
Okay.
Some of them are limited only to melee weapons, but for the most part, you can find these on almost anything.
My headcanon is that, like, you find a weapon that you love so much that every time you use it, just makes you a little horny. Gives you a little life back.
You're like, God, I love stabbing people.
Like,
Like,
oh, I'm so hot right now killing this person.
yeah, die.
It's more of
Oh,
like
no.
a mental thing than it is a physical healing. It's
Yeah.
a mental healing.
Just positive affirmations that you've written on the weapon. You're like, you're doing great.
Right.
Good job.
It's
Way to
like,
go.
this weapon makes you feel so cool that you heal.
Oh my God. There are also what are called like named weapons that you can find that instead of it being like legendary submachine gun, it's like the spray and pray. That's a weapon in the Fallout 4. And you can only get it off of one vendor, and it has one legendary effect on it that is very rare to find ever. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
It's the explosive legendary effect.
Oh, put that on a spray and pray.
So it's a Tommy gun
Oh, this is the weapon that
that I use all the time. Yeah. Because you remember how I was saying earlier that some things are resistant to certain types of damage. Ain't nothing resistant to explosives, baby. Like, I don't care what you are. If I hit you with a rocket, it sucks for you. Like,
Damn right.
so there's things like the spray and pray. Or one of my favorite weapons, the broadsider.
What, dude?
So it is a naval cannon
Uh-huh.
that has been attached to an arm-mounted triggering mechanism
Uh-huh.
that lets you shoot cannonballs at people.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's just so whimsical.
It can be modified to, instead of using cannonballs from a ship, use bowling balls.
Oh, what a whimsical way to kill somebody.
Yeah.
With a cannon strapped to your arm shooting bowling balls.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
Super good.
weapon. I love that weapon.
There's only like one of them in the whole game.
That's hilarious.
Yep. There is the harpoon launcher.
Harpoon
Which is
launcher?
a big two-handed gun that fires enormous harpoons at people.
Let's go spearfishing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And you have to reload with each shot.
That's hilarious. I mean, if you were around somewhere where there was a harpoon gun, yes, that's a great weapon for the apocalypse.
But we would be remiss to not mention another another weapon in the Fallout universe that was just invented for mass destruction.
Oh, well known, well loved.
This was used originally by the military. It's called the Fat Man.
Okay, what does that do?
It fires a unique kind of projectile called the mininuke.
The mininuke! Because that doesn't sound devastating.
It's literally a small yield nuclear missile.
Here's my question. What constitutes mini? Because if a nuke takes out, like, full cities, then what does mini look like?
This takes out a good chunk of a building.
Damn. And then, that's also my question is that a nuke, or is that... Because I don't know how big, like, grenades normally are, or something like that. Like, what would be better, setting TNT? Because this is obviously mobile, you can, like, shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if you threw a stick of dynamite, would it be around the same size? Or
not even
close? Okay, I don't know how explosives work.
Yeah.
Everything I know is from true crime TV shows.
So, you know, like, how you have those big skyscrapers?
Mm-hmm.
This easily takes out a whole floor. Okay. A stick of dynamite might take out, like, if you're lucky and place it right, a fourth.
Yeah, because they always have to place the sticks of dynamite in multiple different places for it to go well. That makes sense. I
Yeah.
think I have an unrealistic expectation because of heist movies.
So the mini nuke launcher, the little tagline to it
Oh.
is, "See that mountain? I don't want to."
Uh, want to?
Yeah.
That's the most intimidating thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. This was meant to take out entire enemy camps
That's
with one shot.
that's scary.
And it's wielded by a dude in power armor who walks up with this thing like a rocket launcher, and just, you hear like a sound.
Is it even comparable to like a bazooka?
So much higher.
It's not even close.
It's so, like, maybe if you had like a 6-shot rocket launcher, you could come close to hitting the devastation of a mini nuke.
So it's basically the equivalent of somebody calling in like a jet strike.
Yeah.
Like what would
Handheld.
What would take it? Oh, that's insane.
One dude.
That's insane.
Now that's not even including the other alternative ammos used for the Fat Man.
Okay.
There's the Merv launcher that fires a small cluster of these little mini nukes that all detach in mid-flight to do an actual fucking bombing run of mini nukes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What is the range on this? Because it feels like it's
high.
too close. It's high?
It shoots it far.
Wow.
Again,
okay.
see that mountain? I don't want to.
That's what I was wondering, because like, I feel like you have to be far away from this, right?
There is also a special named Fat Man that you can find called the Big Boy,
Ooh.
which does double damage.
Is it double radius or just damage?
Double radius. It almost kills you every single time you use it. Like, you hardly can get far enough away.
You literally shoot it and then you're like, run away,
Yeah.
run away, run away, run away, run away,
Yeah.
run away.
The other added effect of this is, even if you can get close to like the amount of damage with a rocket launcher, a mini nuke leaves nuclear radiation because it is a nuclear device.
No.
Yes. It is dropping an actual mini nuke on these people.
Power armor go. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And it can turn people into ghouls.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Another fun random little bit about this is, you remember how I told you that there was the Nuka World?
Uh-huh.
Well, and there's like Walt Disney in our universe, and he had his Imagineers.
Yeah.
He has those. John Caleb Bradburton, the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, has these like scientists that are all about like wondrous engineering, and they made something for the Fat Man called the Nuka Launcher.
This is long Nuka-Cola.
It launches higher volume explosives.
What?
That they used Nuka-Cola as an activation for.
What? Cola to make a bomb?
With the right additives to a regular bottle of Nuka-Cola, it is an explosive deadly enough to take out a small town.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
And people drink that shit.
No, that's so bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Another
my
fun use
God.
for the mini nukes is that super mutants love to get a hold of them. And then run at people. And bump you on the head with it.
I'm coming for you, little boy.
Yeah. They're called super mutant suiciders. And they will nuke your ass.
That's a horrifying thought, but it looks so funny in my mind's eye. Just the comic strip of it.
They are truly and utterly horrifying.
Oh my god.
Like, there are a couple spots in Fallout 4 where someone will come at you with a mini nuke.
That's so bad. Oh,
And
that's so
in power armor, with some of the highest endurance perks in the game, they one-shot you.
So if you're in power armor and somebody's running at you with a mini nuke, do you have to get out of the power armor because the power armor makes you slower?
Sometimes power armor make you faster, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you get
really?
jump packs and shit on your power armor and be like, fucking
No,
later.
no, 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 no,
Nope,
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 no,
nope. Yeah,
no.
yeah. Because they had to be mobile.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that is a mini nuke or a fat man in the Fallout universe, which is a very unique weapon that can only be found there.
Oh.
Uh, but let's talk about one of my favorite weapons.
Tell.
It's called the Gauss rifle.
Okay.
Now, the Gauss rifle, here's the fun thing. We experimented with this in real life because somebody was fucked in the head.
What is this?
Now, it's the idea of using magnets, magnetic polarity, to force a projectile out of a tube at a velocity that breaks the sound barrier, but like goes through buildings. So the armor penetration on this could technically go through a tank. And it's just using magnetic polarity in reverse to just shoot something at high speeds. The problem with testing was the accuracy of this thing was so off most of the time. Trying to get something moving that fast to stay where it should be
Yeah.
was very difficult.
Yeah, because it's basically spinning itself.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to have the perfect shape, and then you'd have to have the
Exactly.
perfect
Yeah.
like angle to actually do it and have it go where you want. Like there'd be a lot of calculations
And
involved.
you have to make the projectile out of a material that could be used with the magnetic.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That would actually be polarizing.
it's crazy.
Like,
And then like how do you keep each shell in there before it gets shot out?
I
Because
want
it's like
to.
the idea was really messed up. To be honest, it's like holy shit.
This is messed up, and I want to see an episode of this on Mythbusters.
Somebody do a Gauss rifle episode. But that's essentially what a Gauss rifle is.
Okay.
And it uses something called like 2mm, which is like magnetic something ammunition, and it's so hard to find and so hard to get. But it is so powerful. Like the shot on this thing has some of the best armor penetration of anything.
Look,
in the game.
This is definitely a very bad concept, but like the engineer part of my brain that never gets to function is like, how would you make it work?
How would you make it work?
How would you? Because like
so many questions.
It's like, would it need to be like a perfectly round sphere, or would it need to be almost like egg shaped, or like a bullet shaped? Like, what is this? Somebody explain to me the science?
Now in other Fallout games, such as like Fallout 3, where we get to visit the steel factory in Pittsburgh, or the pit, we get to use large cutting axes that are meant to cut steel.
That's fun.
And it's like the worst chainsaw you can imagine coming after you.
Jesus.
Like this thing, you're not binding the teeth up. There's not a chance that this thing stops working because it's cutting through bone and meat.
I never thought about what it looks like for metal to cut through other metal.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
That's crazy. I would be scared to hold something like that.
You should be.
You
should be.
Awful. I'm scared of
high strength score.
I'm scared of power tools, let alone a handheld.
Yeah, a handheld device that used to cut through steel beams. Yeah, just for fun. And it's not using flame to do so. No, these are like an actual chainsaw kind of blade style. Like,
no, thank you.
Yeah, not super
power
awesome.
saw in the worst way.
Not super awesome. We also have like the Yao Guai claw that I told you about. They make a claw, like a fist weapon out of a Yao Guai paw. And the deathclaw gauntlet.
Okay.
Which is a full-on deathclaw hand that they have managed to turn into a glove. You hold onto like a steel bar here, and then the claws come out past your hand, and you're basically Wolverine.
That's cool.
Super cool.
That's so cool.
Extremely fun. Like the wacky zany weaponry of Fallout is one of my favorite things about the franchise. Like the ways I have killed raiders
I
is
would never use like an actual functional gun. I would only ever use something that was cool.
yeah, right? Like why wouldn't you? In the I want to say Point Lookout DLC, you can get a bear claw like power fist where somebody took a bear trap. And remember how I told you that the power fist basically is a piston
Yeah.
that shoots forward and hits somebody? So
they put a bear trap on the power.
Yeah, they put a bear trap on the power fist.
Oh, I love crazy people.
Somebody came up with a buzzsaw tambourine that you can use, or a guitar sword is one of my other favorites that you can use for melee weapons.
You just have a whole band of people with chainsaw instruments.
Yeah.
And it's nobody actually likes the band because you just hear vroom, 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 vroom,
I-
over the
I
music
mean,
every
yeah,
time.
like that. Yeah, that makes sense. That seems about right.
Blood for the Wastes, it's a pretty good band.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. There are also like crazy custom weapons that you can get. Like the acid splasher,
Ooh.
which is a water gun that has been lined with lead
So that it sprays acid and
so that it has the ability to super soak someone with acid.
Just picturing somebody putting Windex in a water gun.
Oh my god, that would be too funny though.
All of our cleaning supplies have to go in water guns now. I hope you know that. We're gonna have color coordinated cleaning supplies to make cleaning fun.
Cleaning fun. Oh my goodness.
Just Lysol spray and a little super soap.
Oh my gosh. Actually, no, I was wrong. The bear trap fist is in Fallout New Vegas.
I don't care what it's in. It's
But yes,
mine.
it's
I love
mine.
it.
I won't.
That's my weapon of choice.
Oh my goodness. But yes, so now, with that, knowing
No.
what
You have explanations to do because I know you missed one.
which one?
It's a junk gun.
Yes, let's indeed.
I feel like we can't talk
We
about
can't not
weapons
talk
without
about the junk
jogging.
jet. The junk jet is once again using the idea of steam powered propulsion
Uh-huh.
to okay. Let me start at the beginning. Do you know what a musket is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what a blunderbuss is?
A small musket?
A blunderbuss
Or a
is a
bigger
shotgun.
Oh, yeah, it's
like one of the initial
I'm
shotguns.
picturing a horn.
Close. Very close. Yeah, so it is a large front-loaded weapon where it's built to put anything in it.
Uh-huh.
So silverware is a great
Yeah.
option, or like dishes, shrapnel, anything
Love it.
any bits of metal you can find. And first you just jam pack that sumbitch full of gunpowder. And it's basically when you pull that trigger, you pray to God it doesn't just like blow up. It is the most orc weapon from Fallout or from like Warhammer that we as humans have ever created.
I truly, if we were ever in an apocalyptic situation, I am terrified of guns. I don't like touching them. I would choose a blunderbuss every time as my weapon of choice.
Because it's so effective. And it was made so you didn't have to have ammo. It's whatever's around. You can put rocks in that thing if you want to.
You don't have to have ammo, but you also don't have to have any skill. You don't know how to fire a gun. You don't know how to turn a safety off. Don't worry, Poochie.
Yeah, we got
Pookie,
you.
Don't worry, Pookie. We
got you.
Take this, mix it with this.
Yeah.
And then pull.
Now, the junk jet is the exact same idea, but we gave it a little bit of a wasteland twist. So instead of using gunpowder, it uses steam-powered propulsion.
We love it.
Which is kind of built up in this, because it's kind of like a big, chunky gun.
Yeah.
And it's built to be huge because you can put anything in it. When I say anything, it'll shoot toasters. I can and have killed a raider by shooting him in the head with a teddy bear.
Oh, You monster! That's hilarious!
How about a stapler? Or some toy cars, or some building blocks for kids that have, like, the letters and stuff on them. Why not?
In the Fallout show, I think it was a baby doll limb?
A baby doll leg. Yep, he shot a baby doll leg into that man's heart. Yes, yes, indeed. The
so
junk
good.
jet is an amazing weapon, because the only ammunition that you need is anything that you can pick up around the wastelands.
All right, we can move on now. I feel like that one's so quintessentially Fallout.
No, you're right. And I did probably miss a few. If there's any of your favorites that I have missed, please do let me know in the comments. But without further ado, I promised you guys a fun little segment at the end, and we're getting close to the end. So, with your new knowledge of how weapons work in the Fallout universe, what would your weapon of choice be that you would make?
As promised, I've been thinking about this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some really great inspiration in there. Like, obviously, the junk jet is incredible. Plasma weapons are a very fun concept. The magnet thing, glorious. But I think truly and solely what kind of like my heart kind of set out on as I was listening is like, you know what I want to see in the Fallout universe? You know what I don't think there is enough of? There's enough kicking. And so I was like, oh, there's a power fist? And then there's also an axe that has a rocket on it? What if we just strapped a rocket to a boot?
Rocket boots?
We had rocket power boots.
I want the kill move to look like you just come up to somebody and you kick them so hard in the dick that they explode. Like,
oh, I want, you know what it is? It's a nuka boot.
The
And there's an
nuka boot.
explosive nuka-cola bottle on the bottom of it. And it propels your foot. It just
Forward.
It kicks people.
And you just kick
You
people.
just kick the shit out of people. You fall over a lot, I'm sure. But you kick the shit out of people.
That's incredible. That's so fun. Because I'm going through in my mind now all of the ones that weren't just on the list immediately for Fallout. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there were so many. Like, there's Grognak's axe, Grognak the Barbarian. There's, like, the Mistress of Mysteries weapons. She has, like, set and all the different, like,
it's like prop
guns
weapons
and stuff.
that super nerds just made real.
Yeah, exactly. That super nerds made real. And so there's so many of those that were crazy. And I love the sci-fi aspect of it. And it's got to feel like a Fallout weapon, right? Like, it can't just be here's this other cool gun that I think is really cool and it fires even bigger bullets. I don't like that. But what I would like to see is, like, because I think the junk jet is Fallout's interpretation of a blunderbuss. Which, funny enough, in Fallout 76, this is a random little fact for you guys. In Fallout 76, one of the most powerful weapons that you could get in the game, damage-wise, was a black powder rifle.
Oh.
And it did like 108 damage in a single shot.
Fuck?
And like you found them at this old museum, and that was the only place you could also get ammunition for the black powder weaponry.
Huh.
So it's a fun idea of like maybe like a black powder thing, but what do I want the black powder thing to be, right? Do I want it to be like old timey, or do I want it to be like a crazy, wacky, zany thing?
Yeah.
And I think what I want is a power fist, because I loved the power fists. They were so fun to play with. But what if instead of being like a bear trap, it is a waffle iron on the front, and so it like just clamps down on somebody with superheated like coils.
You could even do like a plasma waffle iron.
Oh, plasma iron! Oh no, that would be incredible.
You like surge the plasma through the fist to heat the waffle iron.
That would be so wonderful. I think that would have a lot of really like crazy connotations of things that you could do with it.
Bethesda, if you like these ideas for new weapons,
please do get a hold of us because you do owe us copyrights.
This is trademarked.
TM.
TM.
TM trademark. But yes, so with that, I think that's going to kind of wrap things up for us. So if you did enjoy, please go on over to our Patreon if you want to
Mhm.
support us there. We are working currently for a stretch goal for master classes that Emily will teach you on how to cook.
Yes.
So if that's something that you're interested in, if we hit our $500 stretch goal, that would be fantastic. And we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And we can't wait to see you again in the next video. But until then, goodbye, our merry
Goodbye.
travelers.
Goodbye, Mary. We did that. We came up with that today.
We did come up with that today.
Bye.
Bye, merry travelers.